Mourinho and Saka seal 3 points for Arsenal as table toppers sting bees. Welcome back, Arsenal family. Today we have a huge episode, a full 60-minute Arsenal deep dive, packed with breaking news, bold pundit claims, and a massive Premier League preview. Former Manchester United midfielder Owen Hargreaves says Arsenal have the 4 best players in the Premier League in one position, and we're breaking down exactly what he meant and why he's absolutely shaking the league with this comment. Plus, it's a gigantic fixture this weekend. Aston Villa versus Arsenal, game week 15. We're giving you the tactical preview, predicted lineup, injury updates, danger men, and key battles. This episode is loaded. Let's jump in. Part 1. Owen Hargreaves' explosive claim. What Hargreaves said. During Premier League coverage, Owen Hargreaves stated that, in his opinion, Arsenal have the best 4 players in the Premier League in one position, and no other team can compete with that quality. Immediately, fans everywhere started asking, which position? Who are the 4 players? Is he right? Let's break it down. The position: Arsenal's central midfield. Hargreaves was referring to Arsenal's midfield pivot or advanced midfield roles, specifically Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, Kai Havertz, and Thomas Partey when fit. He argued that no Premier League team has 4 players of this level competing for 2 or 3 midfield spots. According to Hargreaves, Rice is the best DM in the league. Odegaard is the best advanced playmaker. Havertz is the most unique hybrid 8-10-9 profile. Partey, when healthy, is world-class. Signed from West Ham United in a club record move, Rice has repaid the faith shown in him by manager Arteta and the Arsenal fans. Having finished second in the Premier League for 3 seasons in a row, Rice is now going the extra mile to help the Gunners win the league title this season. Warnock was full of praise for Arteta following the win against Brentford at the Emirates Stadium. I could pick out of the Arsenal team when it comes to who I think has been the best this season, but Declan Rice has been outstanding, ex-Premier League defender Warnock told which bookie, as reported by Metro. He's the best player in the league at the moment. He's been phenomenal this season, and it suits him playing higher up the pitch. He was a bit frustrated when playing deeper as a 6 last season, but now he's got some more freedom. Declan Rice injury update as Arsenal handed major boost after new double scare. England midfielder and Christian Mosquera both forced off during Brentford win as tough Aston Villa trip looms. Declan Rice has cooled fears that he will miss Arsenal's trip to Aston Villa in the Premier League on Saturday. The England star was forced off with 7 minutes left of Arsenal's 2-0 win over Brentford on Wednesday night. Rice indicated that the issue was with his calf, and he received treatment on the pitch before being replaced by Victor Gyökeres. However, the midfielder told Sky Sports News after the game that he is fine in what is a huge boost for Arsenal. The leaders travel to Aston Villa on Saturday, with Unai Emery's side currently sat 3rd in the Premier League after a thrilling 4-3 win at Brighton. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta already has several injury concerns going into that match. Gabriel, thigh, and Havertz, knee, will definitely miss the trip to Villa Park. Leandro Trossard and William Saliba are both doubts after missing the win over Brentford and Sunday's draw at Chelsea. Arteta said on Tuesday that the pair could both return in a matter of days, which gives hope that they may be back for Villa. Christian Mosquera is another doubt though, and is due to be assessed after coming off in the first half of the victory over Brentford. Arsenal squad all very happy with 28-year-old after Brentford win. Mikel Arteta had plenty of praise for Ben White after the right-back's player of the match performance against Brentford on Wednesday night. Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta made a few big selection decisions ahead of Wednesday's match against Brentford, taking Jurrien Timber, Eberechi Eze, and Bukayo Saka out of the starting lineup for Ben White, Odegaard, and Noni Madueke. None of the changes were particularly controversial. It was inevitable that Odegaard would eventually break back into the starting lineup as one of Arsenal's key players when fit. Then Timber and Saka needed rests at some point after 3 tough games over the previous week. But that did mean White was called upon for just his second Premier League start of the season and his first start in all competitions since October. Any rustiness the 28-year-old might have been feeling didn't show on the pitch, as he quickly set up Arsenal's opening goal in the 11th minute. The defender ended up playing the full 90, and he won the Player of the Match award for his performance. Speaking afterwards, Arteta admitted he and the rest of the squad were delighted for White. "Personally, I'm very, very happy for him as a human being," Arteta said. "I think the rest of the team is the same because he's a player who has always played for us. And sadly, because of the right reasons, he wasn't playing that much because Jurrien was excellent, and he was out for a while, and then he needed to earn his place. But his attitude has been so positive, so good," Arteta continued. "Then, when you're ready and you're given the opportunity, you take it like he did today. So I'm very happy that we have him back in the best version of himself as well, and we're going to need him because he's a tremendous player. The first thing as a defender is he defends, and defends with that purpose and with that determination and efficiency. He's done that today. Then, if he can add the value that he can add with the ball through his passing, through his movement, and through the deliveries that he can put in with the quality that he has, so be it. And today, I think he's done both very, very well. White may well be called upon again this weekend if William Saliba doesn't make it back in time. Christian Mosquera's midweek injury is likely to rule him out of the contest against Aston Villa, which means both of Arsenal's usual right centre-back options missing against Aston Villa. If that's the case, Jurrien Timber will probably fill in at centre-back as he did against Brentford. Then White would be required to start at right-back again. At the very least, now we know the England international is capable of performing at the required level. The question is whether he's physically ready for another game just 2 days from now. Stan Kroenke wants to build a dynasty at Arsenal after double deal agreed. Arsenal have been praised for their long-term strategy as owner Stan Kroenke looks to set the foundations for future success at the club. That is according to ex-Everton, Aston Villa and Aberdeen chief executive Keith Wyness, speaking exclusively to Football Insider. Arsenal have agreed deals to sign Edwin and Holger Quintero from Independent Del Valle, based in Ecuador, to further bolster their academy. Piero Hincapi and Moises Caicedo were both developed at the South American club, and Arsenal have had success from their academy in recent years, with 15-year-old Max Daumann the latest to break through into the first team. Arsenal looking to build a dynasty. Everton's own chief, Keith Wyness, who served as CEO at Goodison Park between 2004 and 2009 and now runs a football consultancy advising elite clubs, is full of praise for Arsenal's sporting director Andrea Berta. Let's analyse each player like a pro. Player-by-player breakdown. Declan Rice, the engine, most complete midfielder in the league, top 5 in ball recoveries, dominant in transitions, controls tempo like a veteran, leadership, mentality, presence. Hargreaves said Rice plays every game like a €100 million signing should. Martin Odegaard, the architect, best between the lines passer, press resistant, creator and presser. Arsenal's attacking brain. Hargreaves said Odegaard is the difference maker in games decided by tiny margins. Kai Havertz, the hybrid weapon. Aerial monster, attacking midfielder who plays like a striker, links midfield and attack, creates chaos with intelligent runs. Hargreaves believes Havertz has finally found his true role at Arsenal. Thomas Partey, the unforgotten elite, one of the best number 6 profiles in Europe. Ball-carrying machine, tactical intelligence, unlocks Arsenal's highest ceiling. Hargreaves said, if Partey is fit, Arsenal's midfield is the best in the league by distance. And, given how rarely Partey is fully available, this says a low. Why Hargreaves is right. No team has this depth. Not City, not Liverpool, not Chelsea, not Tottenham. Arsenal are the only team with an elite defensive midfielder, an elite attacking